Hello, welcome to another episode of MK2 Golf Stories. Sorry it's been a while, been a lot going on, but we're back anyway. Today with a GTI we're going to look at replacing the front wheel bearing. So without further ado, let's get to it. As you can see, we've got the car jacked up and the wheel off. Just starting by loosening these top nuts and the control arm.
They're loose now.
They're a little bit tight, but we've got them off. Next job is to release take off the axle nut. I'll put my foot on the brake.
Brake.
Ah, do you want to put a wheel nut in? Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Gas to it.
Put the brake on. Ready?
Yep.
Tight this. What's saying tight? Hope it's not all going round inside. No, just this will do it or not. We'll see.
Good.
19 socket.
You've already got one down there.
Yeah.
We've had this off recently, so it shouldn't be too tight. There we go. Nice and easy.
I'll get my hands dirty. You stand and watch me.
Well, you're doing your usual thing of just taking over.
What should I?
That's how do all the hard work.
Oh, I'm taking these things inside. I'll go down the back of the car and do it. You know,
Rubber mallet. You doing it, eh? What are you banging it that way for?
that's what you do. You tap this.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Well,
Rather than knocking it upwards.
don't knock it upwards, or you don't knock it sideways 'cause it might snap it off.
No, rather than knocking this upwards.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
damage the thread.
Well, that's why I had a nut on the end of it.
Yeah. Well, you could have done it. I've done it before, but I damaged the thread before. What you do is knock that towards that.
Yeah, let's see. So next we need to undo these 3 bolts. And there should be a 10mm. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to leave the camera under here while we do it. I'll try and get a view from behind. Okay, so using a 14 up top to hold it, and then 13mm below socket to undo them. Done this many times before. Let's just do it again anyway.
Alright, let me pull that top one. Which way are you going? Good.
Two on the control arm now. God, so much easier with this. Great tool. Right, now what? These come out. Yep.
They come out, yeah.
You need to take this off.
Hang on, what's this?
Brake caliper. Let's leave it on there for a moment.
Let's get her, oh.
Yep. HW6 bit.
What do you need now?
Oh.
Shouldn't be that tight.
screwdriver. You're going to get that off now.
I'm just looking.
There you go, it's coming.
Right.
Just zip tying that to the. Oh, there's a shoe.
If we can.
These bolts out. Okay. There we go.
There's two circlips in here. One this side and one the other side, I think. Push them down while you're doing it. And lift it up.
Bending.
Oh, I think they're bleeding good, aren't they? Now, best thing to do with this, you can put something underneath there, like that, underneath there, and knock it with a thing on it there. Or right.
Shoulder.
No.
Okay.
See that one?
Yeah.
It's got that comes off there, and the other one came off there. Inside, that was inside there like that. It's all come apart. And when that's not right in, and that clip goes inside it, back inside it. So what you will need is to get this bearing out now. I'm not sure.
So where's the bearing we've got then? Which bit is it? Is it a part of it at all?
Well, it's none of it. No, it's wrong sort, wrong bearing completely. There it is. It's not big enough.
That's a rear one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It said it was for front though.
Well, yeah, have a look. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, I can see the size difference. Yeah.
Oh bloody punch! I'm going to get it again. I'll tell you what, I'll get a nail punch on it. I've got these two ends up. It should be better now. Give it a try again. Is that your phone?
Yeah.
On you go.
It's a text message. It's only a text message. Oh,
My hands.
let's put the inner bearing out.
Don't try not to dig it into the side wall. Have to knock on some more. I'm not going to do it like that, mind.
Okay, got it.
Broke.
Well done.
Now we've got to let this out now. That's only parts of it, isn't it? I think that's all got to come out.
Don't think so.
I think it has. Oh, it's got to come out. Oh. Give it a wider one of these to get it out. One thing, isn't it? I need something big. I haven't got anything. I haven't got nothing.
A few moments later.
So when I came back to record putting it in, we had some technical difficulties with the microphone, so I'm afraid it's just going to be mainly a bit of background music while we're doing this work, and I'll do a few voiceovers. So this is the correct wheel bearing. I'm just greasing up the inside of the hub carrier, and then we're going to start tapping this in place. Something flat on top of the bearing so we don't damage it when we're hitting it in. We're going to use this flat piece of metal. This wasn't quite as effective as we hoped, so we used this thing, which was a metal tube with a sort of tapered lid on the top of it. I'm not sure where my dad got the lid from, but it seemed to fit perfectly inside the bearing. Again, this only got us so far, so we decided to move on to the vise. We put a sheet of metal between one side of the vise and the bearing to help protect it. We're almost there. It's completely flat against the hub, but you can see we need to get it down further inside so it rests against the C-clip on the other side. So we're going to use this metal cylinder we have, which just happens to be the same width as the bearing. Again, I'm not sure where this was found, so we're going to use this against the bearing and in the vise and sort of try and press it in. Well, yeah, that didn't go quite to plan. So we've got one more thing to try. We're going to put the hub on and put something in it to protect the top, and just try and push it in with that until it pushes right against the C-clip. Now we've got that in place, we need to try and get this other C-clip in place. This was very fiddly. It took quite a bit of faffing about. So I'm just going to pop the bolts in at the top of the hub carrier. And once they're in place, we're going to rest the drive shaft in the middle of the hub and tap it in at the bottom. Now that's in place, we'll put the locking plate on and get one of the bolts through to hold it in place, and then we'll put the other two in. Now these are loosely in place, so we're going to pop the nuts back on the bolts at the top of the control arm. While I was putting these nuts on, you can see my dad was trying to get the axle nut on. The new one we got, we're actually struggling to get it on, so we just decided to go ahead and use the old axle nut. Next we'll get the ball joint back in, and then we will start torquing everything up. So these nuts are going to the locking plates. Need to be tightened up to 25 Newton meters, which is pretty much just hand tight. We've got a new hub screw, but first we need to try and drill out the remains of this one that snapped off in here. So we'll use our stud extractor on our drill and give it a go. Yeah, it didn't seem to work. We kept going bigger and bigger, and in the end just decided to scrap it. We'll just use some wheel nuts for now to hold this in place while we put the brakes back together. So this is the way your sliders go on. And this is the rear disc, you can see, because it's got a mark where the pot pushes against it. So we'll put that in and hold the slider in place for that pad. Get the second slider in, again for this one. Lug facing upwards. You need more than two hands to do this. Just apply a bit of copper grease just to help them slide along. So we're struggling to get the caliper back on because the sliders in the back hadn't retracted all the way and they were making it a little bit too tight. And while looking at this, we noticed that one of the rubbers around one of these sliders had completely worn away at the end. So we decided to take the caliper off and take this slider out to replace the rubber. So first off, we just clamped the hose and then undid it from the caliper. We just popped a big bolt up against the slider and hammered it through, and that pushed the old slider and rubber out. There's the slider and the rubber. Trying to get the new rubber into the caliper was a bit of a job. In the end, just had to grease it up, put the slider in it and push it through, and it eventually got through. Right, there we go, we got that on. Had to line it up at the back with a screwdriver and knock it on. Actually got them through. I'm not sure how torn up the rubbers are going to be, but it's on, that's the important thing. Next job is to get the nut on.
Which is tight.
Which is tight. Right, so is your foot on the brake? That's not doing anything, Dan. Okay, it's loose, yeah. Oh! No good. Right, easy way to put it done by yourself. On here. The other end. Straight into the brake reservoir. I think it's gone tight again, Dad.
Oh, I can't need 3 hands.
Why do you need 3 hands? It's fine at the top, just do the thing.
Right.
Wait till the air comes out. Sorry about having to switch to the iPhone. The battery in my, not battery, the memory card in my camera got full. Anyway, last job. Well, second last job. Get the wheel on. The axle nut to 265. Just like this goes up that high. 230 is the most I can go with this. There we go. Ooh, so there you go, boys and girls. It's a very hot day. That's how you replace your front bearing on a Mark II Golf. Cheers, Dad. If you found this useful or exciting or even mildly interesting, please drop a like, click on subscribe. You can buy us a coffee or a beer from here, and maybe even join our Patreon and help us keep these cars running. It's all appreciated. Even sharing the videos or leaving a comment is great. So thanks a lot. So it's taking so long. See you in another video soon.